90-Day Fiance, Frankenstein Darcey Silva underwent another surgery, fans think it's scary. 90-Day Fiance star Darcey Silva just went under the knife again, and fans want to know what's wrong with her. She raised fans' concerns with another shocking update on her obsession with cosmetic makeovers. The reality TV celeb appears not ready to stop getting more surgeries. Over the years, viewers have watched Darcey and her twin sister, Stacey, get under the knife to alter their figures. They have spent millions of dollars to achieve their dream look. The reality TV stars don't hesitate to trade their natural beauty for artificial enhancements. However, fans began raising concerns about Darcey and Stacey's health due to their back-to-back surgeries. The siblings get new makeovers at least 3 times every year. Why are fans so scared? Should Darcey really stop? 90-Day Fiance, Stacey undergoes surgery for breast reduction. 90-Day Fiance alum Stacey Silva traveled to Turkey for another surgery. She hinted at her new plans for surgery. Hence, viewers wondered what the TLC star is up to now. Stacey shocked fans when she shared a clip of herself from the hospital. She looked excited to get under the knife and alter her appearance. But fans were relieved that the reality TV star was getting smaller implants for her boobs. Stacey already shared the cons of having large breasts. However, viewers were in disbelief to know the list of other procedures she was having. Stacey admitted having smaller boob implants, lifting, uplift, face rejuvenation, facelifts, and little face injections, and back lift to snatch me up. Viewers wanted to know whether Darcey also had the same procedures. 90-Day Fiance, Darcey joins Stacey for a new makeover. 90-Day Fiance star Darcey Silva is turning heads again, but for all the wrong reasons. Fans were wondering about her surgery plans when her sister, Stacey, went under the knife. Over the years, fans have watched the siblings getting the same procedures at the same time. Hence, viewers knew Darcey would also join her sister. Recently, Darcey shared a series of updates from her surgery. She uploaded a video of herself wearing a surgical gown before the procedure. The reality TV star showed her back marked with black all over it. Darcey hinted that she might be getting something on her back. However, fans weren't particularly impressed with her decision to undergo another surgery. A fan on Reddit started a thread to talk about her new procedure. The OP wrote, "I'm a fan of plastic surgery, but I really think they have gone too far and someone needs to stop them before they end up dead or totally botched." Many fans noticed that it has become a tradition for the Silva sisters to get new surgeries every 4 to 6 months. One fan said, "I think it's body dysmorphia fueled by pain meds. You can't get constant surgery and not be in pain." Another user felt that Darcey doesn't love herself and keeps getting new surgeries to satisfy herself. Others wondered why the 90-Day Fiance star had to use so many filters after all these surgeries. A different user added, "To go under anesthetic, by choice, so many times is scary." Many viewers feel sad to see Darcey and Stacey not happy with their natural features. Do you also think so? Share your thoughts with us below. What happened to Georgi Rusev after Darcey and Stacey Season 4? Darcey Silva and Georgi Rusev's relationship has experienced several ups and downs since their first appearance on Darcey and Stacey. Darcey, a single mother from Connecticut, made her reality TV debut in 90-Day Fiance, before the 90 days. Before dating Georgi, she had relationships with a few men on the show. Darcey initially dated Jesse Meester, who left after accusing her of drinking too much. She then dated Tom Brooks, who cheated on her with another woman. Eventually, Darcey met Georgi online and felt a strong connection to him, leading her to meet him in Miami. Darcey experienced many challenges in her relationship with Georgi. She felt insecure due to his actions constantly breaking her trust. A few years ago, Darcey ended her relationship with Georgi for good. She started dating other people to try to move forward with her life. She even hired a matchmaker to help her find the most compatible partners. However, the matchmaker suggested that Darcey needed to work on herself first. Feeling judged and disrespected by the matchmaker, Darcey lets her go. Ultimately, she rekindled her relationship with Georgi despite her reservations. Darcey and Georgi got married. Darcey and Georgi could be facing challenges in their relationship. Darcey and Georgi have reached many new milestones since their reconciliation. However, their most significant accomplishment has been their marriage. They tied the knot in November 2023, choosing the 11th as the date because the number 11 holds special meaning to the Silva twins. The wedding ceremony took place at her father's estate. The TLC stars appeared very happy on their special day, indicating they had resolved all their issues. Despite the rumors of a split after marriage, the latest information suggests they are still together, although there may be trouble in paradise. What does Georgi do for work? Georgi is now a professional fashion model. Darcey and Georgi have also evolved their careers over the years. Darcey seems to be more focused on establishing herself as a prominent reality TV figure. She also manages her clothing business, House of 11, with her twin sister, Stacey Silva. Meanwhile, Georgi has completely transformed his career. The former massage therapist has transitioned into a model, participating in many photo shoots with Darcey. Georgi is also active on OnlyFans, where he creates exclusive content for his followers. Darcey and Georgi also collaborate on Cameo, where they create personalized videos for their avid fans. Will Darcey and Georgi appear on TV again? Darcey and Georgi need to make a comeback. Recently, Darcey sparked rumors that she had split up with Georgi. Darcey shared an Instagram post alluding to the fact that she's single. However, other clues suggest that she's still married to her husband and hasn't broken up with him, leaving fans uncertain about her relationship status. Darcey and Georgi still have a story to share with their fans, so they may appear on TV again, possibly in a 90-Day Fiance spin-off show. They could be featured in either Darcey and Stacey Season 5 or 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 3. 90 Day Fiance signs Darcey Silva's ego's out of control. She's changing amid latest face transformation and weight loss milestone. 90 Day Fiancé star Darcey Silva is known for her over-the-top belief in fairy tale romance, as well as jaw-dropping makeovers that have revamped her face and body, and it's possible that a growing ego has sparked Darcey's latest transformation. Darcey is sometimes an endearing presence on TV. She isn't jaded, always looking for the ideal life, even though she's been knocked down so often. She's not mean-spirited or a typical villain. Nonetheless, her all-consuming fascination with her own appearance, and trying to fit a Barbie ideal, may be a sign that she has narcissistic traits. Some of this ego may actually be insecurity. For example, when Darcey was dating the crass Englishman Tom Brooks, who seemed to sadistically enjoy hurting her, Tom called her out for gaining weight when they met at a restaurant. What should have been a pleasant outing left Darcey feeling downcast. He eventually dumped the bleached blonde, and then proceeded to rub his ritzy 007 lifestyle in her face. This type of shade may inspire Darcey's reinventions. She doesn't seem to be easy in her own skin. Darcey keeps attempting to fit a mold that probably isn't right for her. Darcey has changed dramatically. She's become a different woman. Darcey used to be a pretty brunette with a natural look. Now, she has a Pamela Anderson-style dye job, and she's gotten a dizzying array of cosmetic enhancements, including a startling fox eye procedure. Above, she shows off an unfiltered selfie but adds heavy makeup, killing the raw vibe. Darcey wears a lot of red lipstick, as well as bronzer, and her brows are very dark against her pale blonde hair. One snarky critic sounded off, writing, "When you go to the airport, do you have to?" Clearly, this is a high glam look that appears to show off recent lip injections. Darcey's free to look however she wants to. Nonetheless, although she's smiling happily, it's the same old Darcey. She's just trying a little too hard to impress. Putting on makeup is fun, but Darcey doesn't really need to go this far. In fact, in the past, fans have begged her to tone it down. The snarky fan quoted above is basically saying the same thing. Many people who follow her online prefer Darcey with a fresher face and a more natural hair color. She's someone who would look fantastic with a makeover. However, getting a rise out of her fans is one way that she feeds her ego in a sense. She does retain relevancy by changing her looks. Instagram's a photocentric place, and the more Darcey dazzles with her tweaks, the more successful she is as an influencer. People don't have to like everything she does, maybe they don't want to. She might be fully aware that people want someone to complain about, she gives the people what they want. Darcey hasn't given up on filters. Her posts have a diva quality. It seems like Darcey feels uncomfortable in her natural state. When she's done up to the nines, she appears to gain confidence, even veering into diva territory. Above, Darcey really works it, wearing a black and sparkly gown with a plunging neckline, theatrical makeup, and long blonde mermaid waves. In the caption, her selected hashtags help to take the guesswork out of understanding her mood. She is seemingly living out an Emily in Paris-style fantasy, as she opts for #Darcey in Paris. She underscores the power of her unbelievable Darcey wants to be glam, and she is, but she's more than that. When she spends so much time focusing on her looks, she actually pulls fans away from what's inside. She's a mother and Darcey's a House of 11 entrepreneur. She's also a wife who married Georgi Rusev on November 11, 2024. However, her physical changes happen so rapidly that style often detracts from substance. If Darcey's ego's growing, as it seems to be, she may alienate the fans who hang in there, waiting for her to get real. There's plenty of good in Darcey, but it's sometimes hidden under all that stage makeup and big hair. She's got a sort of soap opera queen vibe, everything is melodramatic, everything is overdone. While wanting glamour isn't a bad thing, it shouldn't be the only thing. Is Darcey okay? She's putting on quite a show. Maybe she wants people to think she doesn't have problems. As Darcey shares her latest permutations with followers, she may be trying to create the perfect facade, in lieu of being honest about what's wrong in her life. Again, almost everyone does this, it's not a crime. However, Darcey goes to extremes. The makeovers are not ultra-modern in that most fashion magazines don't feature models with so much makeup. They do a more sophisticated type of styling on their models, including celebrities. Darcey takes it to the next level. She's more in the Playboy bunny vein than Vogue-worthy. She likes that look, subtlety is not her bag. It doesn't have to be, but Darcey's marriage may not be a bed of roses. She's had so many problems with Georgi. The red flags were huge and so bright. They were waving in the breeze all the time. She's complained about him using her for money and maintaining sketchy relationships with other women. She has possibly been emotionally abused. During breaks with Georgi, she felt uncomfortable when she ran into him. She once said, "Your words hurt people. Your words have hurt me, your actions have hurt me. It's even uncomfortable standing here talking with you right now." This man was never true marriage material and there's likely to be trouble for this duo, but as per a statement from Darcey's rep, Michael London, who spoke with In Touch, Darcey and Georgi remained married as of April 30, 2024. Hopefully, Darcey's just putting her best self out there, rather than hiding a lot of pain. People will definitely accept her with a more natural image. Women don't need all of this stuff to look beautiful. With or without all the glam, Darcey's worth watching, but her words should matter as much as how she looks. What she does should always matter more than anything. Darcey's made bad decisions, which may have consequences. Maybe she doesn't want to admit that her marriage is a disaster. Her ego seems strong, but looks can be deceiving. If 90 Day Fiance and Darcey and Stacey Darcey wants people to look under the surface and care, she has to be honest and real enough to make them see her as more than a glammed-up woman on Instagram. 90 Day Fiance. I believe I've found the reason Darcey Silva uses filters on social media. I have spent years wondering why Darcey Silva uses filters on her photos when we know what she looks like in real life thanks to her 90 Day Fiancé appearances. Darcey debuted in before the 90 Days Season 1 and was a part of 4 seasons until her popularity helped her get her own spin-off. Darcey was known for her unfortunate adventures in finding a lover, But soon enough, she started getting criticized for changing her face and body through procedures. Darcey from 2017 and Darcey from 2024 don't even look like the same person. However, it's Darcey's social media that's even more controversial for the funniest of reasons. Darcey loves experimenting with filters. These aren't even the kind that Instagram models use to get smoother skin or a tiny waist. I think she uses filters that make her look like an AI-generated doll and keep sliding off her face whenever she blinks or moves. I have concluded that Darcey is not using these filters because she is insecure. She has an ulterior motive and fans keep falling into her trap without them even knowing. Darcey never posts any selfies without filters. Darcey has defended her use of filters. I hardly remember seeing any selfies or videos on Darcey's Instagram feed where she hasn't used a filter. Darcey makes sure to find the ones that make the look the most outlandish by giving her the biggest pout and the longest eyelashes. She uses filters so much that I sometimes feel like I'm forgetting what the real Darcey even looks like. It's a rare moment for me to see Darcey embracing her beauty and revealing the results of her weight loss and cosmetic procedures by taking a no-filter approach. Despite the surgeries, Darcey wants to look different. There's definitely no shame in our game. Darcey has defended her use of filters in the past. I watched an interview she and Stacey gave ET where they were asked about their excessive use of filters. Darcey had exclaimed that it was something they do for social media. Darcey thought it was fun and reminded viewers, "It's my Instagram page, my social media pages," and that she doesn't mind having a filter or two. "We are on camera in our natural state," she explained, while adding that they know who they are on the inside and the outside despite editing their pictures. Darcey made jaws drop with her pillow talk appearance. Darcey looks so gorgeous in her red-hot outfit. Darcey did face the camera in her filter-free avatar while filming a recent Pillow Talk episode. The network decided to bring together several cast members under one roof, including Darcey, Kim Menzies, Misha Johnson, etc. Misha even shared some BTS photos with her co-stars from the set. No filters were used in the pictures which the former reporter chose to post, and Darcey looked gorgeous in her red jumpsuit and her straight blonde hair. She'd kept her makeup to the minimum and let her recent weight loss do the talking. Darcey has dropped 40 pounds after getting an ESG procedure. I think Darcey is a rage bait influencer. She wants fans to be angry. However, immediately after the episode, Darcey shared pictures of her in the same outfit where she had a strange filter on. I thought the arched eyebrows and upturned smile made her look like an animated character. Rage baiting is a new kind of content creation strategy where creators get views and spark debates in comment sections by posing something that angers their followers. Darcey knows how much 90 Day Fiance fans like me are against her using these filters. I'm sure she laughs as she scrolls through the comments from people asking her to ditch them on every post. 90 Day Fiance Colt Johnson wants to date Darcey Silva? 90 Day Fiance star Colt Johnson is back with shocking updates on social media. The 39-year-old suffered another heartbreak earlier this year after Vanessa Guerra confirmed they split. Since then, Colt has put more time and effort into himself, sharing clips and pictures from his workout routines. This made some people curious if he was planning to date again. However, many were caught off guard when Colt expressed his interest in Darcey Silva. Keep reading to see what happened. 90 Day Fiancé, Vanessa Guerra confirms split with Colt Johnson. In June, Vanessa gave an interview confirming her split from Colt. According to the 90 Day Fiancé star, they called it quits in February 2024. She revealed that her decision came after she realized that she was no longer in love with him. They also broke up after Colt's surgeries were completed. The two have clarified that no third party was involved in their breakup. However, Vanessa revealed that Colt has yet to sign the divorce papers. Colt wants to date Darcey? Colt recently had a Q&A on IG Stories. The 90 Day Fiancé star shared some updates about himself. But many were surprised by his answer to one fan asking if he was interested in dating another reality TV personality, specifically Liz. Instead of answering with words, Colt Johnson replied to the fan with a photo of Darcey Silva. It's unclear if he was just making fun of the question, though Colt has a history of having an interest in women who have undergone multiple cosmetic procedures. Unfortunately, Darcey is already married to Georgi Rusev. 90-day fiancé, what is Colt Johnson up to today? Colt has been sharing his life at a farm over the past few weeks. Recently, the 90-day fiancé star uploaded clips and pictures of himself driving a tractor. He has also been documenting his weight loss journey. According to reports, Colt Johnson may return in the upcoming season of 90 Day, The Single Life, hoping to find a new partner. Sources also claim that his ex, Larissa Lima, will appear in the spin-off to introduce her new boyfriend, Zaki. Larissa also made headlines last month after sharing a photo with her new man at what appeared to be a private wedding. I think 90 Day, The Last Resort is off track by adding a former star's sister. The 90 Day, The Last Resort cast was just announced, and there's one couple I'm not quite sure belongs on the series. Along with popular stars like Rob Warren and Sophie Sierra, Stacey Silva and her boyfriend Florian Sukaj were announced to join the second season of The Last Resort. I found them to be a baffling couple to add to the lineup. Stacey is Darcey Silva's twin. Darcey appeared on 90 Day Fiancé, the other way for 4 seasons, before TLC gave the twins their own spin-off. While Darcey and Stacey is a 90 Day Fiancé spin-off, Darcey was the main star of the OG series, showcasing her tumultuous relationships. Although the twins can certainly be entertaining, I'm sure there are better couples the production crew could have